Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Safe Room, a survival horror game club podcast. I'm Grace, and with me is Rose.
Hello.
We didn't play a horror game this time.
No. What's more terrifying than being in a time loop?
You know, true. It's kind of scary. I mean, this was something I thought about a lot playing this, was just that if you rearranged the pieces, you could make this a horror game very, very easily. Yeah. And it does have the nighttime sequence in the middle of it is like spooky, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played Flower, Sun, and Rain, not to bury the lead, on the Nintendo DS.
Mm-hmm.
Can you answer a question for me, Rose, about this? Why does this have a DS port?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Because you'd think because I apparently like one of the costumes you can get is like a Travis Touchdown costume.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, wouldn't it make sense to do like a Wii port? Because it you could I just don't understand.
It's very strange because this is originally a PS2 game.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, and the DS port is so stripped down that sometimes it's really hard to know what you're looking at.
Yeah. I will say, I didn't watch that much of the PS2 version, but was watching it, listening to music a little bit, and I was impressed by how much of the look it captures.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, I agree. Sometimes it is like characters will gesture at something and I'm like, that is 1 pixel. I cannot see what that is supposed to be at all.
Oh, that guy, he's over there.
And you're like, that is not
over to nothing.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. But I do think it kind of, I don't know, it's it's also just unusual because the silver case was not out in any way in the US, right?
I don't know. Was it? I don't know.
I truly, this is something I should have looked up ahead of time.
Localization. Because I was thinking about specifically the last 2/3 of 2016 was when it was officially localized according to the stupid Google AI, which I guess I should probably.
It is it says the same thing on Wikipedia, so.
Okay, great. Yeah, so imagine playing this in whatever year this port came out.
Yeah.
And you get to the ending of this game and this guy's like, you owe me $50,000, and you're just like well, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, literally. Well, and it's the post-credit tease sort of thing, and you're like, who the fuck is this?
And then it switches over to the UI of the silver case.
Yes, yeah.
I guess. I don't know what's happening.
I truly...
Or even when we're really jumping the gun on this, but
yeah, it's all right.
When Morishima shows up towards the end, and he talks about what's his face? The other cop guy,
Sumio
Kasabi.
Kasabi?
No,
Oh yeah,
Kasabi. Talking about him being gay, and it's a throwaway line. Well, also, what did you play the US version?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I played it.
Okay.
I just played literally the DS cart, not the actual cart, but yeah.
The localization between the European release and the US release is nearly identical, except for the fact that Morishima straight up says that Kasabi is gay in the European version. And in the US version, he's like, they say he's been playing on the other team.
I didn't understand what that meant. That's so fucking funny. I was like, that has something to do with the plot of Silver Case that I don't remember, I guess. Nope.
Yeah, no,
that's
he's just
so
gay.
funny. Oh my god. Wow.
Also, the girl who has the crocodile is supposed to be Kasabi's daughter.
Whoa. Okay.
Toriko Kasabi.
Yeah, Toriko Kasabi. I see that. I see that now.
Wow. I don't know what is going on.
You know, I don't know either.
But we're talking about a lot of Silvercase stuff, which for the bulk of the game does not matter.
No, yeah.
Because so the structure of this game, you're Sumio Mondo, a searcher, and he searches for things, and he's being brought to Lospass Island to stop a terrorist threat, basically.
Yeah.
Hired by Ito Malacaster, whatever that last name is. Yeah.
Oh, but it is like it's not. There's not another capital letter in there. So
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, I think it is McAllister.
He is the hotel owner. He's also in Killer 7 briefly towards the end in that hotel. That's also at the end of Killer 7.
Right.
And he is hiring Sumio to deal with this terrorist threat. And then what unfolds is Sumio is in a time loop wherein he wakes up each day, stumbles out of bed, has a coffee, tries to get down to the hotel lobby, but every day is stopped by another inconvenience that stops him from progressing into the hotel lobby until you finally get there, and then you go outside, and then more things stop you from exploring the parts of the island, and then the progress of the game eventually is that you're progressing, solving. It's like a fucking Majora's Mask thing where like you're solving people's issues on the island, or having just a random episode of this game. And the more you help people, the further you are able to progress through the island and then eventually finish the game. There's like a third act twist where Sumio just fucking dies.
Yeah, true. Oh my god, that was cool. I was like, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Well, like even when he wakes up at night and you're like, what the fuck? It's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's 7 p.m.?
It's 7 p.m. and the lady shows up and trips Sumio. Turns out
my God!
she's been tripping Sumio every day.
And then when she becomes the manager at the end, you don't fall down anymore because she hasn't been tripping you into the bed.
So good.
Oh god.
And anyway, you two agents get called in to investigate Sumio's death, but also like the island in general, and you learn more about the island that way. And then Sumio is brought back to life, and you kind of finish investigating from there, and it turns into a backdoor Silvercase episode from that point forward.
Yes.
Which we talked about up front. And that's kind of the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think what you're talking about kind of gets at the thing, like, you know, at the end of each day, like Ed is like, you're here to prevent a terrorist attack. They're putting a bomb on the plane. And at the end of each day, the plane flies across the sky and explodes.
Yes.
And like it is like rendered so comical. There's like that part where you like kick the soccer ball.
Yes.
And it like flies towards the plane and it explodes at the same time or whatever. Right.
Yes.
Like it's all these like sort of absurd. Like I love the one where it's like you help the couple get together and then you like watch the movie where they first fell in love and then the plane explodes like in the movie. Right.
Yeah.
And it would be so easy for that to be like an image of like failure of like recurring horror. Right. And like I think it is like genre to some degree is just tone. And the way this game is structured is such that it is like fun and funny, right? For the most part. And I think that's interesting. And it is like an interesting companion to the Silvercase in that way, which does have some similarities in that they're both games about like routine, about like multiple sort of individual stories which build up to a greater whole, right? And the mechanism by which those are approached are also very different, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and the plane blowing up every day. I mean, it's funny because like with almost like everything in this game, the soundtrack is incredible. It is mostly just a bunch of classical music remixed, and then remixed again for the DS version and spit out to you. But like every day has. When the plane blows up, it plays the same kind of noirish piano jingle. No matter how absurd the situation is, sometimes it's fitting. Most of the time is not. And that's really good. Each day, whenever your progress is blocked, has like this, tense, like almost battle music, kind of preemptive battle music playing. As you're approaching anyone from a wrestler to a small child.
Yes.
It's just, all the structural stuff is like just a delight.
Well, and I think that's also so much of the source of the comedy. It was like him answering the phone and be like, today I'm going to get to the lobby, And it's sort of like, I don't know, is he going to get to the lobby? Like, maybe. Who could say? The other like main gameplay mechanism is Catherine, which is your suitcase, which can unlock anything. And you got little dongles. And then basically you solve like number puzzles, which are sometimes straight up math problems. And sometimes like you have like a guidebook to the island. And so sometimes like the numbers you need to input to unlock something are in there. So there's a little bit of like, flipping through the manual, trying to find information, or like trying to figure out where exactly to look from the characters in the world, stuff like that. That's basically like the puzzle sort of gamey structure of it. And then there's also like a bunch of lost and found items that you can find by like running around and solving like generally more complex puzzles than the main game makes you do.
Which is something that the game, there's a lot of also like fourth wall breaking jokes in here, which like should be annoying, but it just kind of works.
I think the like exact, because the kid is one of the vectors of this, right?
Yeah.
And I think the response of Mundo being like, you can't say that. Like, it's impolite.
Yeah.
And so the kid being like, I'm going to say that the music is all taken from other songs. And that, like, what kind of searcher are you? You have a suitcase? Like, what's wrong with you? And stuff. Like, it feels very character driven in a certain sense. And I think that gives it this, like, I don't know. It's just funny. Like, it does definitely. Yeah. And I think part of it is that the situation is so arch and artificial, maybe, that it's not really drawing further attention to itself by pointing that out, right? Like, it's already, the plane explodes and then he wakes up the next day and is like, was that a dream? Did I have a dream about a plane exploding? Right? It's like difficult for him to understand how to relate to it, I guess, and that's like, it's fun.
Yeah. I love, because you meet the kid's dad.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then he's like the same. Yeah.
He's this, but he's also like, what are you gonna? You're gonna stop a terrorist attack by like looking in the fucking guidebook? Are you stupid?
Yeah. I
also just love the slow ramp up to like everybody berating Sumio.
Yes, the bit where like, I think it's the nighttime was when you go down and like Ed is just like fucking pissed at you, so sick of your shit, and is like, you could like keep ringing the bell, and he'll be like,
you can keep ringing the bell, and the first thing he says the second time you ring the bell is just shut up.
Yes, yeah. But then you get the whole animation of him like walking up to the desk, and turning, and then
It's so good.
Yeah. And I think that's like the thing also, like this game it is like entirely inconveniences and like contrived situations, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, like the recurring gag with the fucking bicycle when you're when you're like having to walk all the way to the outskirts of the island to like talk to the fucking guy again so you can get that other clue to do the same fucking thing back at the hotel. And so you're just going back and forth, and the island's lone bike messenger is like, what the fuck, you keep stealing my bike, bro, and like I like you and trust you, and then you're like running off in the background. is just I think it's like that. There's like an element of the game that's like boring, right? Because you're just like, you gotta walk around and get your steps in, and you have a little step counter and stuff, but it like has, because like, I don't know, I think the combination of the mundanity of like often what you were being asked to do and then the sort of like absurdity of what you end up running into on the way there is like, it's just kind of magic. And I don't know that I've really played, I mean, obviously like this has a lot in common with other Suda51 games of this period, right? And the like fixation on routine and mundanity like does like make it, that's part of No More Heroes, right? But I don't know that I've played anything that quite feels like this. Just in terms of like the sort of sunny tropical setting and the sort of like the almost vacation-y vibe it has that is sort of melancholy and also just mainly sort of absurd, right? It just has a very sort of unique kind of place to exist in.
Yeah, this is like the most Twin Peaks video game ever.
Yeah.
I feel like.
It really is.
Not like, obviously, like, Simio is kind of a Cooper stand-in, but he's also like an idiot. So on that,
he's a jackass, right? Like, too, yeah.
But we get, like, Catherine is the Diane. Like, it's just like an original series of Twin Peaks. Like, is just a tape recorder, and it's like a ridiculous suitcase where you plug in two objects and people.
Yeah, you can plug in people's eyes, which is cool.
Yeah. But. And like he likes coffee and whatever, but like aside from that, like it does borrow like this, like you mentioned, like the kind of vacation-y aspect of it, and also just like this nostalgic, kind of somber quality to it that's really good, but also just like investing in just characters that are like weird, and like this game effectively is like any part of Twin Peaks where you're like watching an old guy walk across the room in like a scene that's like 5 minutes long.
This
is like that, but it's a video game. And it's delightful. And it really just understands the thing that people feel like people like about Twin Peaks, which is like it is just very strange and there's nothing quite like it, and also like evokes kind of emotions from you as you're like thinking about like nostalgia and like the mundanity of just like existing and also existing in this specific place and like getting to know this area and stuff like that. And it's just really smart about the things that it's pulling from Lynch. It's really good.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's also something about the like way that it kind of like the island of Lospass, right? That the setting is kind of like, it's sort of a tourist trap. There's not really, everyone lives there, works at the hotel or works at like a restaurant, right? Like there's no, this is an economy. Well, I mean, setting aside the kill the pot stuff that comes up in the last bit, right? This is like a place that is like, it is just for tourists, right? And the locals are kind of there to like facilitate this sort of tourist environment. And I think that like creates like, that's such a specific kind of place and such a specific sort of feeling. And I think like most of us, many people anyway, who would, to be able to play this game have been on vacation in a place like that. Like there's Bear Lake was a place that my family used to vacation at, which is like on the border of Utah and Idaho, and is like, you know, a couple small towns that primarily exist to facilitate like tourist stuff, you know, and have some like agricultural specialties in relationship to that. But it's like, you know, I think there's just something about like, I guess for me, like I do kind of wonder, like, what is it like to be here in a place like this? And this is a game that is like curious about that kind of experience and the kind of people who live there. Right. And like, that's, you know, the bike messenger guy is like, I want to raise some money so I can live in the city, and, you know, and the way that like different people sort of relate to their place in the town that then also has this like darker past, you know, which is also Twin Peaksy, right? That there's this sort of mystical thing that is like examined through myth and kind of like in the background of the people's lives, but it's also not at the forefront of like their routines exactly, right?
Yeah. Except the difference is, instead of like this like mystical element, is just like, yeah, the government sucks. The government does
yeah,
bullshit.
they're making serial killers again, buddy. You know.
This island also have a house has a Kamui in it.
Yes, yeah. Yep.
I do like the part at the beginning where like the Kamui guy is like walking through the hotel, and then the girl with the fucking crocodile.
Yes.
Toriko.
Mm-hmm.
Toriko just like she just walks by him, and she's just like, that guy's evil.
Yeah.
Walks away.
Yep. Oh.
So funny.
Yeah.
I also kind of like that the crocodile doesn't go anywhere.
How do you mean?
There's just like not like it's just
right,
nothing.
yeah. It's just like, that's Chris.
That's Chris.
And he's mad that she gave him such a feminine name, which is like weird because I guess it's Christina. Yeah. No, I also love the big purple crocodiles in the night scene. You know, and there's like one blocking the road, and Mundo is like, I can't. Like, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Yeah. I love the really is like the first time you really start walking is when you like get to the cafe, and you're like going back and forth from the cafe to the hotel, and the fucking ridiculous sign on top of the hotel just spins out of control and lands directly in front of Mondo, and he's just like, why does this stuff keep happening?
Oh yeah, it's so well. I think that's maybe also kind of the like travel is stressful and weird, and it's like you get hyper fixated on these little inconveniences, I think, because it's like there's nothing else for you to get worried about, I guess. And so I don't know, there's just something, and obviously like the game goes sometimes into some more serious places, but then it's also like there is sort of this like whimsical feeling to it. And it's also like the first little bit when he's like not getting, you know, down to the lobby and not able to like go to the airport, you're like, isn't this important? Like, were we really trying to stop a terrorist? And then eventually it's like, oh yeah, do you know what? We're just gaming. Like, we're here. Like, what else are you supposed to do? I love that he's never in time for breakfast too.
Yeah.
There's like the one time he is, and then Ed's like, but I have to explain this very important thing to you.
Yeah. It's great.
It's so funny.
Do you have a favorite
request
episode or bit?
I love the stuff with the kid. I thought that was so funny. Well, and then whenever he's like talking about, it's like that demon in human form, that like devil spawn. And you're just like, oh, you're talking about Kevin? Like, he's fine. He actually likes you. And Mundo's like, I hate that. Right? Like
when you walk up to the wrestler and he's like, watch what you're saying about that kid, and he just like kicks Mondo in the head.
Yes.
It's so good.
Oh, I thought that was so funny. I do, so I keep talking about it, so I do like the night episode. I like also just the sort of like the thing where you just go up and see the crescent moon, and basically just because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know?
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's such a nice like moment of like, I don't know, you are in this place where there is this kind of like, I love the opening movie is so pretty. And that's also part of it. You're in this place that's like very close to the natural world. It's not like untouched, but is just like bare. There's not a lot of people, right? And so you're sort of in this sort of realm of like where the mysterious and the strange can kind of come to the forefront in a serious way, right? It's like the sea is kind of the equivalent of like the forest in Twin Peaks, right? And I like that.
I also just like, there's so much like that fucking Fatal Frame game about the moon and like the Moonlight Syndrome, whatever bullshit. This is just like, just like look at this low res moon. For a
Yep. No, it's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
I do need to shout out the IT angel.
Oh yeah.
Who you crack her computer and it just like explodes, and she's just like, yeah, okay.
It was broken beforehand, so
and then she flies in the little plane.
Yes, oh my god, because she's the angel, right? Yeah.
It's great.
Yes. Oh my god, that's a good one. Yeah,
even angels are suffering from the IT revolution.
Right, true. Yeah, that's right. He's like, Satan's gonna be mad at me because I can't figure out how to use Microsoft Teams. I also like the one with the couple that like ends up being kind of sweet, which kind of shocked me. Like the just the thing of them like holding hands in the theater and stuff, and then them like guiding you to the place in the next day or whatever. It's just, I don't know, it's nice.
The projector that runs at 30 frames a second that ends up being important for the puzzle.
I fucked that puzzle up because I was like, oh yeah, 24 frames a second. I know how film works. And then I got it wrong and I was like, oh, my math checks out. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I was watching the M and Dia Let's Play of this, and they just had an episode where they read the guidebook. Like before they did a bulk of the puzzles, and they got to the projector and it's like 30 frames a second, and they're just like losing their minds. they don't know that it's part of a puzzle.
Yes, yeah. Well, there is things like, I'm trying to remember, because I think like the copy of the Criterion Blu-ray I have of Joan of Arc, The Passion of Joan of Arc, is like there are multiple frames per second you can run it at, because like silent films could be that way, and then it's like different soundtracks depending on which one you do. So anyway,
but this is just like, here's a curated collection of movies running at 30 FPS.
Yes, what the hell? Yeah, no, I love the guidebook is so good. It's so cool. Yeah. I think like, because it would be, I don't know, there's something about the like how detailed it is, right? How you have this like very sort of like, idiosyncratic particular kind of graphic design that goes into it, right? And then like there being all this stuff, there's like the stuff that's relevant to the puzzles, but there's also just like a bunch of shit in there about like the island and like all this kind of context, like it being simultaneously this object that like has use in the plot and like functions as this narrative device, and then also is this thing that's like sprawling and like indicates like the way that the world exists, you know, and is outside. It's like this bespoke object created specifically for Mundo to use to complete the game. And then also this thing that like shows the other world stuff, right? Yeah. It's really, I don't know. It's so lovely. And I guess, I don't know. I'm going to talk a little bit of shit about Tunic. Did you play Tunic?
No, but I understand what you're about to say.
But like, I just feel like the manual stuff in that is so much.
Yeah.
Like even the fact of like you having to find the pages, right? Like makes it. I love that it's like you benefit from having like at least flipped through the whole thing and like knowing where shit is, right, in the guidebook, and it being this object that you like develop this intimacy with as a whole from the beginning of the game, right? There's something about that that's like so lovely, and that I don't think a lot of games do that, you know? And it is almost like, I don't know, you're on the fucking airplane and you're like reading the in-flight magazine because like what else are you supposed to do? Right? Yeah. Like there's something, it's just very human and nice and sort of like, you know, and it gives the island such character that it has this also like boutique magazine, you know? And the movie theater stuff where it's so like all those movies sound interesting, right? Like it's the
Balboa brother.
Yeah. Oh.
The like kind of the racist bit where like you like have to like find a mop to put on his head so he can so like
weird.
Talk. But then, like, he gets his actual hair, and it's, like, the same texture.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, then I also don't love that there's, like, the black guy who works at the hotel who calls you master for some reason.
That's rough.
It's like,
that's rough.
I don't... Suda... What's going on,
But also,
brother?
Sumio has a line where he's just like, don't call me that.
Yes, yeah. He's like, that's fucking weird. Oh, yeah. The part where Remy is like, what is it? He says something and then she's like, that's why people don't like you, people from the Far East. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, isn't his thing is like he's a thief? Which is like, that's maybe. Not great.
Yeah, that's anyway.
It's not great.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But it is delightful that they have a boat that's speaker.
Yes! Oh, it's so good. And the like way you have to figure out how the fucking the size settings work in the manual. I feel like this is one of these episodes where we're just like, remember this part? That was sick.
Yeah. But it is sick.
Yeah. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guidebook is the one thing where I'm like, I understand why you would port this to a DS.
Yes, yeah, 100%. Well, isn't the DS Ni no Kuni the one that had like the accompanying? I guess that Ni no Kuni does have the accompanying book where you also unlock the pages. By the way, God, I'm getting heated about it. Should be a whole object, but yeah, the DS version of that I think came with like a 250-page book that you like flip through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is cool. That game is not great, but you know.
There is a fan PDF of the guidebook that looks super cool.
Oh, that's so lovely.
And I do want to print out of it.
Yeah, I think that it is like, that's like one of those things you could have, like a video game thing you could have a coffee table book that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
One of like 5 things, I think, maybe, where you can do that. Because what are you going to have, like, Vadia Vidya's book about Dark Souls on your coffee table? Get the fuck out of here.
That's the thing you put on YouTube while you're reading another book.
Yeah, literally. That's second screen content.
Yeah.
No.
There's also that like bit towards the beginning where it does like a Metal Gear Solid thing, but it's like your age, but your age is like in the manual, but then you're supposed to go to the manual and it's just blank.
Right, because you write it in. Yeah. It's very cute. I did also fuck that up briefly because it is also the last password of the game. And then I forgot how I formatted it. I put day first, then month. And so I put month first, then day or whatever. And I was like, fuck. I messed it up. Oh.
I also think it's like vastly overstated how much this game is like difficult to interface with as like a player.
Yeah.
Like the walking is annoying, but that's kind of the bit.
Yeah.
Very clearly kind of the bit as you like steal the bike through time.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. And then it's like a big deal when you get your car at the end and you're like, yay! Go ahead, sorry.
I love at the beginning where he's like, what do you mean we're going to take the truck? What about gigs?
Yes, it's so good. Well, because he gets the whole bit where he's like, this is my car and its name is Gigs. Yeah. And this is the model. It's such a cool car. And then you don't get to see it until the
matter
end. Yeah, no. Yeah. Because, like, yeah, in every other video game, it's like you fucking get to, like that would be like, yeah, it's my car. You have like a relationship to that.
Did you know that you can unlock a run in this game?
No.
So you get rewards based on how much steps you have.
Right. Okay.
You need 75,000 steps.
That's fucking awesome.
Let me show you this post.
Okay, please. Oh my god. That's so...
There it is. It's like one of the last things.
Good! Oh my god. Whoa.
It's so funny.
That's so good. Suda, how did you get so washed? How did this happen?
I know. What happened?
I was thinking about that, like, I don't know, like, there are games like this coming out on Steam to some degree, like there's indie projects I'm sure that are like, not necessarily in this vein, but like off the wall sort of, whatever, right? But it's just the sort of thing of like a PS2 game. I don't know. There's something about that era that where this just was possible in a way that feels like it's like kind of weird. Like it's just that this has gone away, and like the guy who did this is now making like whatever action games. Romeo is Dead coming out this month.
Well, Romeo is Dead has Morishima in it apparently.
Really?
Yeah. Which is I don't know. The actual thing is like Grasshopper Games is still doing like mid-budget stuff. It's just the most boring version of that imaginable.
Yeah, 100%.
As everything is like an Unreal Engine game that's kind of anime looking.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, and in fairness, like it's not like I've played these games really. Like I played Nowhere Heroes a little bit, so I part of me is like, maybe I should go down this road, but I just kind of feel like I bought fucking what's his Xbox game that's about the assassin Killer is Dead.
Oh yeah.
Like I have that downloaded, and it's like
I also have that, and it's like not. I mean, it's definitely a game.
Yeah. Like I just kind of feel like this is such a unique feeling thing, and even like it's just kind of like, I guess you played what is it? What's the Silver Case sequel called? Direct sequel? Ward 25.
Ward.
25th Ward.
25th. Played a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Before realizing that we should play this.
Right. Yes. But like,
because this is actually the direct sequel.
Right. Yeah. But I just think like Silver Case, Flower, Sun, and Rain, and 20 Killer 7 is like unbeatable. Like that's what a fucking run, you know?
Yeah.
And I think especially this sort of like, I think like, I'm trying to struggle a little bit with how to articulate this. Because like obviously video games are like kind of trashy culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're sort of they're kind of a weird balance because they're like video game consoles are kind of a luxury good, right? And then also they are lowbrow, not usually like increasingly interfacing with like the art world and like mainstream entertainment, right? But historically have been sort of separate from that. And I think there's something about like the unpretentious like B movie quality of these games where it's like I don't know, some of the most beautiful shot things I've ever seen are like low budget exploitation movies, right? Mm-hmm. And this has, I think, that feeling to it where there's like a trashiness to it or like a lowbrowness, but that's like not, these are also like significant works of art, I guess, to put it pretentiously. And like that, I just feel like that's kind of a balance that's like harder to find in the space right now. Like the sort of, and I think maybe it's just also because like there's, I guess, I don't know if this is fair because there were obviously like big genre buckets that things were getting put into in the PS2 era, and there were like plenty of like big franchises and like iterative annual sequels and like all these things that like are kind of frustrating in the modern day like existed in this time, right? I don't necessarily want to be like, and I think there's something that is kind of like it feels different. I don't know, there's something about the idea that someone, I mean in Japan, in fairness, right, could go to a game store and pick something like this up. Like, you can't go to a GameStop and get this now, right? Mm-hmm. Like, maybe you can buy a game like this, a physical copy on like a limited run or fan gamer or some shit, but you can't, like, go into your local shop and get something that's going to be, like, this weird, you know? Mm-hmm. You have to buy that shit digitally. And I think that's, like, fine. And in some ways better. There are advantages to that, to be sure. And I don't know. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah, I think it's like I guess like back then, like games coverage was so centralized.
Yeah.
Compared to now where like it's fucking, you know, everything, like every game can find an audience.
Yes.
There's like a million games, and you know, it's like increasingly hard to like cover everything, and like there's just like niche games, niche series that like just people are into that like you have never heard about ever.
Yeah.
So like that part is like completely different. But also like if you reviewed this game, you were just like, yeah, it's like cool and like weird, but also like you don't really do anything,
right?
Except, like, walking,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I think there is like a. I mean, I think even that's still kind of true today to some degree. That there's like it takes the sort of outsider to pitch this. You know what I mean? But you're like. There is a weird thing where it's like a game like this would get reviewed in a mainstream publication if it had come out in the US, right? And like did for DS, right? Like I'm sure there's a GameSpot Flower, Sun, and Rain review. Yep. Let's look it up right now. And you know, but also that like the feeling of that, 6.
Yeah,
you know,
but it also like contributes to like, I put off playing this game for like the longest time because I thought it would be too obtuse, and it's just like not.
Yeah.
Like it's goofy, and like yeah, you have to like guess which wire to put into the guy, but it's just like a kind of funny. Like it's just a funny bit to do.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
and there's like a Waypoint video that Austin did like a decade ago at this point. I'm old.
Yeah.
Time,
Oh my god.
time sucks.
Yeah.
But like it was about Flower, Sun, and Rain, and like how it was like cool, but also like really good, but also like you do a lot of walking and it hates the player and all this stuff, and it's like nah, it's just like a goofy fun time, and sometimes it's annoying, and like
Right. I do think there is
that's just video games. That's just old video game.
Yeah, I do think there is some level of like there's a comedy to the way that like a lot of video games are like accommodating, or would like there's the part where he's like, couldn't we just warp to the fucking, can I just like click and go to the field? Like, do we have to do this? Right. And so there is this thing of like the player being inconvenienced is like a joke, right? Like it is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really like, I think like it wants you to find it funny,
Yeah. Like I was bored as I was walking. Like that was boring for sure.
Yeah.
But then like you get back to the hotel and that fucking sign just lands in front of you.
Right. And you
like,
need like
you're like, yeah, this was worth it.
Yes, like it's actually like really important to the pacing of the jokes for there to be that empty space. And I think it's also like I don't know, God, like do you know the fucking thing about have you seen this Orson Welles clip where he's talking about the like cockatoo like chirping in Citizen Kane?
No.
It's like on a talk show where someone, I think it's like the guy's like, well, what's that about? He's like, I put that in there to wake up the audience. Which I don't know if that's true, but that's like funny. It's that's a very Orson Welles thing to say, whether it's true or not. It's a funny thing. So he's going to say it. Right. And I think there is something about that, like boredom has a place in anything. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like this is a game that is like really, really good at like leveraging that experience to like make stuff really funny and fun. I think like the thing I did find kind of annoying was that he does the whole spiel every time you click on a puzzle. So if you like fail it, then you have to like have him do the whole thing again. But that's like ultimately like a minor issue,
Yeah. Also, like all of the DS puzzles just being strewn around the environment. And if you don't want to do it, you just have to back out of it and hope that you don't click on it again.
Right. Yeah. Ugh. But
because originally I was like, he's getting the DS feeling. What did that say in the PS2 version? It just didn't. They weren't there.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting any feeling in the PS2 version.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think there's something also, I love the tactility of like dragging the little guys. I think the DS has some fun like interface with that. I would love to be able to play the PS2 version. It's such a shame that it is like impossible to localize, basically, apparently.
Yeah. I'm sure like you can line up the scripts and like kind of button through it,
Yeah. There is like
the story.
There is like a video, that I turned to from Adrian VG on YouTube that is like full playthrough with the DS script on subtitles,
Yeah, the thing I'd be most interested in is like the Catherine interface because it's just so different than the PS2
for
or
sure.
the DS one. Like anytime in this game where they have to like do an artist rendition of whatever you're jacking in, like the wrestler guy, so good.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my god. I'm sure that stuff has to be like into it. Yeah.
Yeah. That bit where you're calling up the mentor of the wrestling guy And Sumio's just like, well, I don't need Catherine for this, but fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just dial the room number.
Yes. Oh my god.
It's so funny.
Oh, it is just like, it is kind of what's the Doctor Who thing? The screwdriver, the sonic screwdriver. It's just like, you know, tool for every job. Right?
Yeah.
Well, and I also love the little touch that it's like every time you use an eyeball, it's the same plugin. Every time you do a lost and found item, it's the same plugin.
Yeah.
Like that there's this like it has an internal logic, you know, it somehow.
Every fucking math problem we have to do at the end.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you play this on an emulator, by the way? Did you?
No, I mean, I guess technically, because I did play it on my 3DS.
Okay.
Through the
so your frame rate tanked and towards the end of that section.
Yup, it did. Yes, it did.
Ridiculous.
Oh, it's so funny. Well, because it runs quite smoothly for. So I was like, "Whoa, this must be a big room with a lot of objects." Oh, wow. That's
Incredible
video gaming.
Game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about when you like fix the wrestler's problem and they're just like on the roof slapping each other.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. I love that he like has the philosophical pirate speak also.
It's great.
And the one thing where he like jumps in is like the mystery, like talking about the mystery, and then you say that every time you do a puzzle from then on.
Just shows up in your room.
Oh.
And then you finish the puzzle, and Sumio's just like, "Where'd he go?"
Yes, yeah. He just left. Oh, God. I think that is like because there's kind of a video game like truism that I've seen people say that like video games that have writing are not usually funny, and video games that like are about like making you play an absurd situation or an absurd thing are funny. Like Mario Party is funnier than Borderlands, right? Because Mario Party is a game that is about like putting you in absurd situations, right?
Yeah.
And
or
Borderlands
like
is
jazz punk.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I think part of what makes the comedy in this game really work is it's both, right? It is like there is a comic setup and payoff to like the way the game is structured, and it has this like writing that accentuates and leans into that. Like it's not just like a voice saying one-liners in your ear. It's like the game is structured around these kinds of like setups and punchlines, right?
It's fucking awesome. The part with the kid where like if you try to turn around and leave and like try to ignore the kid, he just like kicks the ball over again.
Yes.
And does the same animation.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Incredible game.
Oh boy. This GameSpot review is kind of poorly written, as you might imagine. Anyway. Yeah, do we... go ahead.
We do have a question, but before that, I do want to shout out the fact that they have the FMV sequences from the PS2 game, but at like 2p.
Oh my god, it's so awesome. I was like watching, because I watched the opening on the YouTube video, and I was like, whoa, I didn't see that she's like lip syncing along to the music. There's no way I could have seen that. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, why is this a DS port? Does it if you're listening and you know, please write in and tell us.
Just because of like guidebook and stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And like it was Catherine stuff. I imagine if you're Suda and like you see the DS and you're just like, I have a game that can fit
on that. Yeah.
I understand why you would do that.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But why not a DS silver case port?
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of things about the silver case that I have questions about. Mainly, why can't you skip the transition?
Yeah, if I, you know. I
I've
don't know.
played 25th Ward a little bit. The transitions are so much faster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we do have a question from Jack. Let's see. One of the lasting impressions Flower, Sun, and Rain has left on me is how mean it is to the player. Sumio has got to stop this terrorist plot, but he just can't help getting bullied by children and have no access to any means of fast travel. In other games, I would find this annoying, but for some reason, I love it here. When Sumio steals a bicycle from Ken, I felt so much joy seeing him be able to skip ahead instead of running on foot. But at the end of the chapter, Ito says taking the easy route will only spoil you in the end, and I couldn't help but agree. Is this a feeling I'll experience while playing, or am I alone on a boat with Hyena? We didn't even talk about that scene.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah.
Also, the Catherine hacking theme is an all-timer for me.
True, yeah.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I mean, we kind of talked about, I really agree that I just think it's it really adds to the feel. And like, I like know people who would find this like unbearable, you know? And that's like fine. Like, I can't really begrudge you that or argue with it. Like, it is annoying. And I just like, I mean, I think it's also interesting that like because I feel like I'm historically the one who's like so ready to put up with bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I fucking hated that.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, we're both on lockstep with this, you know?
Yeah. Well, like it being like a David Lynch inspired thing, it definitely
right. Yeah.
puts me in the headspace at least, because like, yeah, this is Dougie Jones, you know? This is the thing. This is the intention of the thing.
Yeah,
me, like, running back and forth. Like, he tells you, like, hey, this day's gonna suck. You're gonna run back and forth.
It's so funny. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the fact that you go through a fucking maze and then you get out the other side and just a Silver Case character is waiting to monologue at you is very funny to me.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Banger.
We didn't even talk about that scene where the woman monologues at you but can only do so from underneath the bed.
Yes! Oh my god. It's so funny. I
just like how forgiving Sumio is. He's just like, I have this habit of being under the bed. And Sumio's just like, I guess you just kind of scared me there.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so funny.
And he's just like, what? You have something you want me to do? Why don't you just ask me? Am I really that hard to ask things of? And she's just like, yeah, you complain all the fucking time, dude.
Yeah, it's so good. Why? That was one of the things is the review describes him as having like a nice guy doormat personality, and I'm like, he goes along with everything, but he complains about it the whole time. He's constantly being like, you know, is there nothing else I could do? Like, I love that when the wrestler guy's like doing squats in the doorway, he's not just like, can I squeeze by you? He's like, well, I gotta solve a puzzle. But that's not really like nice guy. It's like, I don't know. It's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, I also really like the bit where you're going back and forth to the guy at the end of the road. And every time you approach him, it does cut to the cutscene where it plays that music. Every time you go up to him, despite how many times you've already been there.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, what a good one. Wow.
And he's just like increasingly more unhinged the more you talk to him.
Yes! He gets so mad at you. Yeah, but no, I think I'm right with you, Jack, on this one.
I do not agree that taking the easy route will only spoil you. Only because they put in the bike. They scripted the bike.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the bike.
Yep. I thought about walking, but then I talked to the bike messenger, and so automatically used the bike.
The first time you steal the bike and it does the silver case needle drop is I fucking cheered. It was so good.
Yeah. Well, what a great game. Thank you for suggesting we do this. I think
fucking banger.
Yeah, I'm really glad we got to it.
I feel like such an idiot for not playing it before now.
Yeah, well, it is like too bad you literally just did this panel at MagFest and couldn't reference this. Like that's the kind of thing that would happen in Flower, Sun, and Rain.
Yeah.
Even.
I put it on a slide, but I didn't really talk about it.
Yeah.
Egg on my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking awesome. All timer for me, for sure.
Banger. Yeah.
Yeah. Next time we're doing Corpse Party.
Yeah. Yep.
The 2D kind of horror adventure game, I guess.
Yeah.
I started it.
It's some visual novel stuff too, right? Am I making that up? Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
We planned to cover this like 2 years ago and then just didn't. So, which happens. It happens.
And then we're pairing that up with Battle Royale for the Patreon.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Which was I didn't even realize why you suggested that until I thought about what Corpse Party was, and I was like, oh
yeah,
it's the same thing.
It's kind of relevant.
Kids in fucked up situations.
Mm-hmm. And I've never seen Battle Royale, so I'm like,
Me neither. Well, I've seen a little bit of it, but yeah.
Let's take the excuse to run it.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything to plug?
No, patreon.com/thesaferoom if you want to hear us talk about movies and stuff. You can go there. Mm-hmm. We also, in this feed, put out a pod on the Return to Silent Hill movie.
Yep.
That's definitely a movie of all time.
Yeah,
hear us talk about it.
Yep. Wow. GraceandTheMachine.com. Some of my socials are on there. Tier-review.com.
Yeah.
That's a website you can visit.
True.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of some one-liner from the game. Something about coffee. Something about the coffee being too bitter now to drink.
Yeah, I want tea instead.
I want tea instead. It's good. Yeah, fuck.
びらに触れ全力で僕は走る太陽が僕を追う儚く僕は走るあなたのために雨音が近づきひっそりと僕は走る禁断の花びらに触れ全力で僕は走る太陽が僕を追う儚く僕は走るあなたのために